Welcome back to another CM reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn 2. Ben 10. Come on, let's get it. We're going to react to this press conference again. Apparently, Chris Eubank is on smoke to Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn. That's crazy.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by that prize.
Let's get it.
The theatre when Chris Eubank Sr. arrived at the stadium alongside his son Chris Eubank Jr. as Conor and his father Nigel watched on from backstage. We remember the cinema of what the atmosphere was like in this stadium. The ring walks, shoulder to shoulder alongside their fathers to their fathers' songs, Simply the Best and Dangerous. And of course, all of that culminated in one of the best fights we have seen on British shores for many, many years. And I have no doubts, really, that the only two fighters for UK Fight of the Year 2025 who can dare to rip the trophy from Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn in April are Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn in November.
Conor Benn, he put on a great fight. He went out there and he did what I did not expect him to do. But, I'm going to tell you right here and now, you ain't no champ. And you most definitely ain't no people's champ. So get that out of your head. You keep letting Eddie Hearn blow smoke up your and you're going to end up being
Whoa, that quick, yeah.
These men are not men of the people. They are pretending to be.
Crazy. Chris Eubank on smoke to Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn 10. G, come on.
The good guys. Wolves in sheep's clothing, if you will. They will do anything they can. They will screw over anybody they can. They will cut any corners. They will break any rules they can to try and get ahead. Ruthless, immoral, and without restraint. These men are. They did everything they could to try and destroy me in this last fight.
I've never heard so much waffle.
It's okay.
In all my
You're
life.
going to hear a lot more.
No.
Crazy.
You're going to hear a lot more. Now, after the...
You see how Eddie Hearn tried to chat shit back? I think it's because he knows Chris Eubank has a point. Chris Eubank has a point. Crazy.
Due to severe dehydration, I'm put in an ambulance and I have to go to hospital. I was actually so dehydrated that one of the toenails on my big toe fell off. It actually fell off. It's grown back about halfway now. But anyway, I'm in this ambulance.
Jesus, not a toenail.
I'm in the ambulance. And
You still got it?
these scumbags blocked that ambulance from leaving the stadium for 20 minutes.
By the way, this is an intrigue. I'll keep going because this is all being noted because
20
it's
minutes.
absolute waffle.
20 minutes.
Waffle.
Locked in.
Waffle.
I'm laying there in a gurney, oxygen mask on, and the car cannot move. They will not open the gates to let us leave.
Sorry, who won't open the gates?
Now, if this was a serious injury that I had sustained, that 20 minutes...
Chris, I want to know who wouldn't open the gates. It's important.
That 20 minutes...
You can't answer that, can you?
Could have been the difference between life and death.
You talk, you do.
And while this was all happening, Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn are in here talking to the media, lying about how I had a broken jaw and that was the reason why I was going to hospital.
Crazy. Lying.
Artists of the highest degree.
Chris, can we get one thing clear? Can you just...
This guy just said, oh my god, I shouldn't say on YouTube. He said the B word, and it wasn't BTH. It was the other word, but you know which one it is. Keep going, Chris
So
Eubank Jr.
can you just confirm that you are accusing us?
I am
Matchroom?
Or yes.
Okay, say it.
You guys
Say it.
me from
Say it.
out.
Say it.
You know, because
Matchroom.
who else
Okay,
would have been?
go on, say it.
Why was
Say
I?
it.
Why was I in an ambulance?
Say that Matchroom stopped you from going to the
Why
hospital.
was I what? So you can try and sue me with your little.
Not at all. Don't worry about that. I think you're talking about the wrong guy.
You're not
Say
supposed to
it.
be up here.
Say it.
These are the levels.
You talk.
These are the levels.
We stopped you from going because your toenail was falling off.
These people.
Heard it all now.
Eddie, the last time you were up here, you were talking about how famous and popular you were, even more famous than me.
No, that's impossible. You're the people's champ.
Well, but you said it.
No, you're getting
more
stopped
famous
by
than me.
grannies and children who are throwing themselves at you like you're the Pope. It's incredible.
Absolutely.
And even with half a toenail. I can't believe it. But that's
of the matter
interesting.
is-
The fact is, you telling us we stopped your ambulance from going to the hospital.
A glorified desk jockey.
Desk jockey.
That's what you are.
Oh,
Living
a
off of the
glorified
back
desk jockey.
hard-working fighters. That's what you are. So the fact that you can sit here
Crazy.
talking about how popular and
Crazy.
Popular.
Chris
What I
Eubank
have
tell us
is
the
someone
facts out
lying
there.
about what happened on the night to try and gain more popularity. About your wake up, about all the you want to
I
come
don't
out
need to
with.
make anything
You're playing the
up.
victim.
It's all
You're playing the victim. And we see through you.
I won the fight.
Well done. We give you the respect.
Yeah, I won the fight.
But don't worry, you accuse us of stopping the ambulance to going for the hospital. We'll see. We'll see.
Did I underestimate him? I did. I genuinely thought I'd knock him out 3-4 rounds on my heart. Chris, shut up, mate. That's what I genuinely believed.
Why does Why does Conor Benn want this fight? Did he not see what happened in his last fight? Oh my word. Crazy thing, crazy brother.
made him, but he gave me one hell of a fight, and it was one hell of a fight. And I'm excited for next time round, to be honest, mate.
Well, let's hear from
This was the first time in my life that I've ever seen a fighter lose and then go on some type of victory tour. This guy.
No, there was
This
no
guy
victory.
was
There was
going
no-
to
there was no-
events.
there was no
He was
victory
doing
tour.
interviews.
We were
buying cars.
No, that was your car that you gave me. That was the 500 grand for your unprofessionalism that gave me that car.
You flew over to America. You're taking pictures of people. Oh, I'm so grateful for the love and the support
blessed.
fans
I'm
showed
blessed.
me. You're going on like you won.
Do you want me to?
You do understand you lost, right?
Do you want me to finish?
He had all 10 toenails.
You do understand you lost, right? I mean,
I was ready. Listen, Chris. The reality is, while you were sipping through for a straw, I was back in the gym after the fight, ready for September 20th. Why was you not ready? We was locked in September 20th. So if you want to talk about a little tour, I was training. Meanwhile, what were you doing?
I was living life, my friend.
Exactly. So what you just said, stupid, man. What you just said,
care that you were ready.
Listen. I don't care. Ultimately, we find November 15th, mate. And
The
November
the fact you're trying to argue the date, you fought about 4 months ago. If Chris Eubank turns around to you in about 4 months and goes, I don't want to fight you again, that is perfectly fine in his right to do so. By right. Because he is the victor of the fight. The first fight you guys had. The second fight is probably going to go to Chris Eubank again. Unless you somehow manage to pull the biggest upset ever. Be crazy if Conor Benn won this.
it was supposed to be September 20th, but your unprofessionalism and your unprofessional team weren't ready.
I don't need to fight you when you want to.
His professional team didn't want you to fight him when you weren't ready. He's already beaten you. He's already beaten you. My guy. You ain't that guy. And Chris Eubank's about to say that.
Fight. I don't need you.
No, it's
Whoa! I've already beat you. I don't need you. That is crazy. Is this Kendrick? Is this Kendrick? Wait, let's listen.
Your unprofessionalism and your unprofessional team weren't ready.
I'm ready.
I don't need to fight you when you want to fight.
Whoa!
When he wanted to fight, when I wanted
It's when everybody wanted, when Turk Al Sheikh wanted, when the whole team had agreed and arranged for the fight to happen. You know what happens when you have an agreement? Do you know what happens? You know when you sign a contract? Do you know what that is?
I didn't sign a
Do you know what that
contract
is?
to fight you on
Do you know what that
September
is?
20th. I signed
what
to
that is?
rematch you. I didn't find.
Do you know what that is?
So
Do you know what an agreement is?
Now the date is perfect.
But do you know what an agreement is? Do you understand?
No, I don't know what agreement is. What is it?
You're an idiot, that's why.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, well, certainly that special message from His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, who says that Eddie Hearn is more popular than Chris Eubank Jr. because he has his own Netflix documentary.
That's good news. Chris can watch that tonight. 6 episodes.
Yeah. We all know about that. How you postering me all over your
Oh, yeah.
The guy that doesn't deserve to be here and you're using me in all your trailers.
I know.
It's okay.
You made me a lot of money in that
One thing you're not
documentary.
going to do is promote that.
One thing was amazing that we got the
my
People's
press
Champs.
conference.
So 6 episodes, 5 hours of working where
How many
you
episodes?
can pull your plonker off in Brighton all night to that. You would be loving
A
it.
scumbag promoter
Okay.
uses other fighters.
Blocks and
Whoa, he's a scumbag promoter. He uses other fighters. He can't be wrong. He ain't wrong. He's using Anthony Joshua, the biggest name he probably has underneath his promotion. Then he has Conor Benn. He has a couple more good fighters. I forgot the names of them, but he does use fighters. That's crazy. He does promote them pretty well, though. That's the thing. Eddie Hearn does promote his fighters quite well, but like Chris Eubank kind of ain't wrong, Jay.
yourself
blocks ambulances,
the limelight.
loses toenails,
You're so
everything.
famous. You talk more than your fighters do. Look at you.
That's my job.
Conor hasn't said a word.
He don't want to say it because he's bored listening to you about Robert Smith moaning like a baby as the mask slips.
I'm talking.
Jamie,
Because
over to you.
otherwise if I
I'm
was
talking. Be quiet.
You sit.
You shut your mouth down there, you.
Nobody wants to hear
What?
you talk. No one wants to hear
Netflix.
about
It's
it.
out now. Enjoy the episodes. Thank you.
No one's gonna watch it, mate. Come
Thank
on.
you.
Chris put up a good fight, but to me, that was Conor at his worst. He was winging punches in, throwing them left, right, not even thinking about what he was doing. Everything that we practiced for the 12 weeks of training, he didn't do one thing. Absolutely one thing. And he had him hurt so many times, but yet he kept on showing all the punches that he was going to throw. And I thought to myself, mate, that wasn't even a real Conor. But I'm glad that he done 12 rounds with a middleweight. And the funny thing about it, we all keep saying that we made him struggling with the weight, but Chris is IBO middleweight champion. He fights at 160 all the time, the last 4 fights. I've been at 160. So why are we all saying
I'm not with the rehydration clause, though.
struggling at the weight? But you understand.
Ben, he didn't miss the rehydration clause. He missed his 160 weight. Why are you even up here, bruv? I don't know why you're up here.
Connor,
No, but I genuinely don't know
what
why
are you
you're sitting
famous
up
for?
here.
What are you famous for?
I don't know why you're
What are
sitting
you
up here.
famous
It ain't
for?
about that, bro. I don't know
Yeah,
why you're
what are
sitting
you
up here.
famous for?
Ben, not the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, you know what it is. It's just like, all you got to do wait for November the 15th.
What are you
mate.
famous
And we've seen a
for?
real
Yeah,
Conor.
Ben. Talk to him. Conor Benn and Ben 10 going at it.
Takes his
Come
time,
on.
doing the best that I know that he can do. That
Sorry, I
is
meant
real Conor.
I
And
meant
that's why I'm
10
happy that
and
he
Ben
done 12
going
hard
at it.
rounds,
Oh,
and yet he had him wobbling about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
didn't know how to finish him.
But you still
Once
lost.
the occasion got to him, and he went in there. What got in Conor's head? He kept on saying, "I'm going to take his head off. I'm going to take his head off." If he said, like, you know what, yeah, I'm going to box him. He didn't. He went in there thinking, I'm going to take his head off. And that reminded me of the same when he fought the French guy, Pennard. Just want to go in and take his head off. Win the punches in. I thought, oh my gosh, he's not going to win this. But I didn't come away like, upset. I just cuddled my son. Didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. And the funny thing about it, the next day we went in the sauna because Conor's been giving me grief. He said, mate, if you took care of business,
They're whispering.
I wouldn't have
They're
to do
whispering
this.
to the left.
So then we got in the shower.
This guy's boring.
We got in the shower and I left the door open. And he started-
Sauna, Dad.
The sauna. And he said, mate, what are you leaving the door open for? And he's really moaning at me. I said, shut up, you loser. But we both burst out laughing because at the end of the day, we know that this
It was a little bit too soon, Dad. It was like day after the fight.
Yeah, I know, but you said if I'd done the job, you wouldn't have to do it. And you lost. Now you've got to go and put the record straight, mate.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. I'm going to keep reminding you that until you get that victory.
How do you beat Chris Eubank Jr.?
Let's greed. You know, when I had him hurt in there, I mean, he's going to say I didn't have him hurt. When I thought I had him hurt, you know, I was just too greedy in there, looking for the headshots. Game plan went out the window as soon as I hit him in the third round. It was a matter of
This guy.
It felt like I was always.
This guy is crazy at making excuses. By the way, guys, this guy's one of the best to ever do it in the history.
One punch away from closing the show.
Whoa!
And I was looking for that one punch. You know,
You're looking for that one punch, one
he
to
looked
burn
vulnerable in there. He
you.
looked
Come on.
vulnerable. So at some stages he looked old and
Oh,
you know,
some
too busy
stages
getting
look
in there trying
old.
to
Old.
hurt
Hey,
over again.
Chris,
Makes you laugh, Chris, when you
you
hear
say
that.
something about this.
Old
Call you
and
old, bro.
vulnerable, and this old man's talking about he wobbled me 4 or 5 times.
You just gotta watch it. You just gotta watch the fight. You just gotta watch the fight.
You
Those
lost.
stages you heard me in there.
The delusion of these guys is
Well, just watch it. It's not delusion if you can physically see it, Chris.
breathtaking. It really is. You know, yes, you caught me with a few shots. Was I out on my feet?
Mate, you was in hospital for 3 days sipping food for a straw. That's what you were doing. So stop all this silly talk.
When
You was in hospital while I was in the gym.
severe dehydration, you have to be treated.
How much did you weigh then? Listen, that's what you guys agreed. That's what you guys agreed. You guys agreed the 10 pound
Regardless of what was
hydration.
agreed.
We said, well, regardless was agreed with your team are idiots then, haven't they? Because that's what they agreed.
Hospital was
You see, my team have my best interest at heart. They obviously done yours because if that's done that much damage, you'd bring it up now. Well, why not bring it now? You wanted to talk about it. It wasn't even a topic of discussion, Chris.
I'm not here to
You
talk
wanted,
about
well,
it.
exactly.
That's
So
you
then
guys.
stop moaning about it.
Please.
That's you
Stop
guys.
moaning
I'll
about
let
it.
you guys moan about
Oh,
it.
we're good. We're good.
I'm here to
We ain't moaned about it once. All we hear is you moaning,
I
Chris.
haven't moaned about
I feel flattered that you brought a new trainer in. I feel flattered that you brought Bomac in. Because I know you need it. And he's a great coach. You're a great coach, Bomac. And I've got love for you, mate, but you can't polish a turd. Apologies.
Okay, a fight that truly sells itself. The demand through the roof already.
You can't polish a turd, but he's already beat you. That is crazy. If he's a turd, what does that make you? The toilet. That's crazy. That is crazy. Conor Benn, shut the fuck up.
It's on general sale tomorrow. Set your reminders at Ticketmaster.
Set your reminders,
as we
G.
bring the
Come
fighters.
on.
Hold on to your hats.
Tomorrow,
Face to
which
face
is,
once again,
I
Chris
think,
Eubank
today or
Jr.
yesterday.
and Conor Benn.
Conor Benn 10. Thank you for watching. This has been your boy CM Reacts, and I'll see you in the next one, baby.